welcome back to my channel. This is Johnny. So today I'm going to do a April wrap-up video to tell you the books that I've read last month. And this is an achievement for me because I read 15 books last month, and that's the first time that I read that much in a month. And I really need to read a lot, so I'm proud of myself that I was able to read 15 books last month because I really need to read because I keep on buying and buying and buying. So anyway, if you want to know the books that I've read last month, let's hop into the video. So the first book that I was able to read last month is, I still don't have an actual copy of it because I read it in ebook, and it is Defy Me by Tara Maffey. That is the 5th book in Shatter Me series, and in that book a lot of unanswered questions was answered since the 4th book ended in a cliffhanger. So a lot of questions and revelations were in the 5th book, which is Defy Me. And I rated it 5 out of 5 because I was really satisfied and I was happy really with the book, with how it ended. It didn't end in a cliffhanger, but I really want to know what happens next, so I can't wait for Tara Maffey to release the 6th book. And of course also the other books. And now I will tell you the books that I've read in order. Let's put this down. So as I've said, if you've watched my Throne of Glass series review, I read it last month from April 4th. Is it April 4th to April something? I forgot already. But I read Throne of Glass series last month, and it is... okay, I'll show you. Anyway, of course the first book is The Assassin's Blade, which is, I rated this 4 out of 5. This is all about our main character, which is Selena Serdothian, and yeah. And of course the first book, this is kind of like the book 0, and this is the book 1, which is Throne of Glass. I rated this 4 out of 5 too. Throne of Glass. And then I will not tell you anything, just if you want to check out my book review of it, spoiler-free review, I'll link the video down below so you'll be able to check it out. And Crown of Midnight, this is, I rated this 4 out of 5 too. And yeah, this is Crown of Midnight. And next is Heir of Fire. This is where I start rating her books, or Sarah J. Maas books, 5. I rated this 5 because it was really satisfying for me, and this is where a lot of action is taking and a lot of twists and revelations are being revealed. Then Queen of Shadows, I also rated this 5. And then Empire of Storms, this is the book that broke me. I rated this 5 out of 5 too. And then Tower of Dawn, about one of our main character, Kaol, and I rated this 4 out of 5. And the last book in the series, Kingdom of Ash, I rated this 5 out of 5 because you'll feel all the emotions here. I really love it. Sarah J. Maas. Seriously, even though I read this last month, I want to reread it again. But anyway, yeah. And then next is Unexpected Everything. This is Philborg's BOTM. Kindly check out the Instagram of FIlipinoBooktubers organization, guys. I'll link it down below. This was our BOTM last month, and I really enjoyed. I'll do maybe a spoiler-free review of Unexpected Everything, a separate video. This is about Andy. From the title itself, Unexpected Everything, Andy got her summer planned out, but it turns out, just like what happens in real life, sometimes the plans that you plan doesn't really happen the way you expect it to happen. So you need to improvise, and so I really enjoyed it, especially because one of the characters here is an author, and I won't mention what character is it. Is it a main character or not? You know, in real life, who wouldn't want to be friends with an author? Then if you're friends with an author, if you read his or her book, you'll be able to nag them, what happened, what will happen next, or etc, etc. So I really enjoyed this book. Some of the members in Philbirds enjoyed it too. Some wasn't able to read it. Some didn't actually like Morgan Matson's writing style, but I love it. This is a fun and light read. You should try reading it if you want a break from fantasy books. If you want a break from fantasy books, I would recommend reading this. Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. I really enjoyed it, and I rated this 4 out of 5. Next book that I've read is Love and Gelato, because in Instagram somebody commented on one of my posts that this is their current read, back when I posted that posts, that this is their current read and they really love it. So I read it and I love it. It got me. I rated this also 4 out of 5. It's a fun, also Unexpected Everything, just like Unexpected Everything. It is a fun and light read. I got to explore Paris or France, and there are things here in, you know, in YA fiction, you can't, it's inevitable to read some cliche moments. But anyway, even though there are cliche moments and predictable moments, I still enjoy it. And I rated this 4 out of 5. I got to explore Paris, and there are things here that I didn't predict. So it's a really fun read. You should try this too, guys. One of Us is Lying. I rated this 3.8. And this is a mystery. Everyone has secrets, right? So this is a mystery. One of the characters here died, and they need to figure out who killed him. I kind of predicted the outcome. I predicted that I had a guess that I think this is the one who killed that person, or this is the guy that they're looking for to answer all of their questions. And yeah, but it was a fun read, and I enjoyed the goody two-shoes girl and bad boy trope, that they fell in love, something like that. Even though I kind of predicted and guessed the person behind the killing, this is still a fun read and I would recommend it. But you know, just like what I'm always saying, even though I liked a book, you might not like it. So we have different preferences when it comes to books, so yeah. And A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tahira Mafi. I rated this 4.5 because I really love it. And this is about a girl, Shirin, who is Muslim, and you know, it opened my eyes, or made me realize that in real life, the things that were in this book really happens, and it's sad that some people are so cruel and just disrespectful. I mean, we're all equals, we're all humans, so the things that are in here, why would you step down on someone? I mean, I just can't get people doing that. How can they be cruel to some person? Just read this, guys. I really enjoyed it. And Tahira Mafi, you're great for writing this book. It's just really... A Darker Shade of Magic, I rated this 4.6 out of 5. It's really a great new concept. A Darker Shade of Magic is a great new concept in fantasy. I mean, it's imagine in this book there are 4 Londons, and there is white London, red London, gray London, and black London. I really enjoyed this, and it's worth the read and worth the hype because a lot of people are recommending this book and I really enjoyed it. I actually started the second book, but I wasn't able to continue it because I got sucked into the world of Game of Thrones. I had a Game of Thrones marathon, so I stopped reading for a while. That's why I was actually aiming to read 20 books last month, but then since I also had my last thesis defense, so I got busy, and then I had a Game of Thrones marathon, so that's why 4.6 out of 5. I can't wait to continue reading the second book. And last is Strange the Dreamer, Laszlo. To be honest, I gave up on this book. I think I started reading this, I tried reading this I think January, but then it was really slow and dragging. It was slow paced, so I DNF'd it, and last month I gave it a try again, and this is what I'll tell you guys: don't give up on it. The first half is really slow paced, but the second half is where it gets interesting. It's more on world building and character building, so it's really detailed and slow, but anyway, I really enjoyed it. Another new concept in fantasy. Just read it. So you'll be surprised about the happenings here, because I get surprised. I rated this 4.3 out of 5, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually started reading Muse of Nightmares 2 last month, but I'm still in 200 pages and I stopped reading it because I got busy with defense and watching Game of Thrones. So yeah, that's it, guys. Actually, all of my reads last month, I would recommend that you read it all or whatever you feel like reading, but I would definitely recommend to you the Throne of Glass series, Unexpected Everything. You would relate to some happenings here because it's kind of like a realistic fiction. Love and Gelato if you want to explore Paris. One of Us is Flying if you want some mystery. A Very Large Expanse of Sea, talking about diversity. And yeah, you should read this because it opens us up to some cruel things that are happening in this world. It's a really great read. Darker Shade of Magic by V. Schwab, to explore the 4 Londons in the darker shade of magic world. Strange the Dreamer. There's like exquisitely written and beautifully paced. I was kind of like beautifully paced. It was slow paced at the first half, but anyway. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and these are the 15 books, not including the physical copy of Defy Me. These are the 15 books that I read last month, and if you've read these books, kindly share your thoughts down below in the comment section, and let's share each other's thoughts regarding these books. And if you're planning to read it, also comment down below. And you can talk to me or you can message me on Instagram if you want someone to be able to talk to while reading these books that I've read last month. So thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe down below and click the bell button so you'll get notified when I'll upload my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and also give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and see you in my next video. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, keep on smiling, stay positive, bye!